Hello and welcome to another episode of Messy Magic. I'm your host Dee Guy and today is day 8 of PODMAS, which is my mini-series on ideally a daily episode in December leading up to Christmas of the podcast, but I haven't managed to do it every single day, but I'm getting there. So I hope your December is going well and that you're managing to stay relaxed and calm and as organised as you'd like to be and not too overwhelmed with social events and shopping and planning and all the stress that can happen at this time of year. I think it's so important to just enjoy, because this time of year only comes around once and there's so much magic to be found. But it's easy also to get swept up in the stress of things. And so today I've got a quickie message for you, and it's all about just inviting you to think about what season of life you're in. I bumped into one of my son's friends' mums this morning, and she was talking about she's got a younger baby as well, and she mentioned that she feels like her life at the moment is very much wrapped up in feeding the baby, putting the baby down, everything that comes along with having a young one. And I said something like, that must be the season of life that you're in at the moment. And she kind of stopped and said, "Thank you for saying that. Thank you for reminding me, because sometimes I forget that it all is a season." And so I thought it was worth bringing that to the podcast, because it's something that I have certainly needed to be reminded of over the years, especially when our 4-year-old was younger and things were really challenging and busy and stressful and obviously magical and beautiful and gorgeous at the same time. But there are moments when you kind of forget that this is just a season that you're in. It is just a phase of life, when the days feel endless and the nights are difficult as well. And there are different phases of life, I think, that we go through that are challenging as well. So my invitation today for you is to simply think about anything that you might have been going through lately that doesn't feel comfortable, that might be a bit challenging, and just to remind yourself that this is just a phase. And while it's certainly okay, and I would say advisable, to feel those uncomfortable feelings and to let yourself feel what needs to be felt, I think it's also important to remember that this isn't the end. Things continue to change and life goes on every day. The sun comes up on a new day each morning and things change. We all change. Circumstances change. Life changes. So wherever you're at right now, is there a way for you to embrace the season that you're in? Find the joy and the magic amidst the mess of what's going on. And you may just find that life is that little bit more enjoyable. And that's certainly what I have been reminded of today, and I will be reminding myself of moving forward as well. So I hope that this is helpful for you too. So I'm going to leave it there today. I hope it's helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. And you can always reach me at hello@messymagic.co. And if there's somebody in your life who you think might need this gentle reminder or could benefit from this message, please feel free to send them this podcast. I'd be so honoured to think that you shared it with somebody that was important to you. So I will be back with you again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a magical day.